friends, fellow chefs. So we're back here in my kitchen again, and today we're going to make pizza dough, okay? And we're gonna make it restaurant style. And what the secret is of course the flour, okay? I'm gonna be making my pizza in a wood-burning pizza oven. Wood-burning pizza oven, we bake high heat and for a very short period of time, three minutes and 5 minutes at the max, okay? So I like to use this double O flour. It's a high gluten flour. This particular flour is for wood burning pizza oven. You can of course use it in your regular home oven, but it does really well at temperatures of up to 500 degrees, okay? There is another flour you can get which is the same brand, but it's a higher temperature. It's for like 800 degrees. I've tried both. I've tried both 500 and 800. And honestly, I like this one so much better. I think it's easier to work with, and I love the flavor of it and the way the crust turns out. So what I have here is I've already measured my ingredients. We have some very simple ingredients. We have yeast. All right, I have 5 grams of yeast. This is what I'm using. You can use any yeast you like. You can use instant yeast. We have sea salt. All right, about 8 grams of sea salt. That's what I'm using. I have 240 grams of water, and I have 400 grams of flour already measured out, okay? This is gonna give I'm making pizza for 2. This is gonna give me 3 good sized pizzas. So let's say if you wanna make it for more, you wanna make it for 6 pizzas, just double up on all the ingredients, okay? Shouldn't have a problem. What we're gonna do next is I'm gonna mix the yeast and the salt with the flour, mix it up. Then I'm gonna add the water, okay? And I'm gonna put it in my dough machine and knead it for about 5 minutes, okay? I'm gonna let it rest for about 5 minutes and then knead it again for about 5 minutes and then let it rest until the dough rises and I'm ready to bake my pizzas, which we're gonna do later on in this video, okay? Oh, by the way, I've seen a lot of videos of people mixing their yeast with sugar and water, warm water first, let it froth up before they mix it with the dough, with the flour. Honestly, I've done it both ways, and I just find that either way you get the same results. You're just wasting your time, energy, mixing it, letting it froth up, and then mixing it in. Now, if you are getting better results that way, by all means, continue doing it that way. To me, I've done it, like I said, both ways. It doesn't really make a difference. I get the same results. I get the same fermentation. The dough rises the same, and everything is the same as I'm going to show you, okay? Make sure you measure your ingredients. I can't stress that enough. Don't use a cup to measure your water. Use a scale, okay? So I use a scale to measure all of my ingredients. That way there is no guesswork and you consistently will get the same dough. Once you get this dough going, it's gonna appear to you that your measurements are wrong, that your dough is gonna be too dry. But have no fear. Let your machine go for about 5 minutes, or if you're hand kneading it, do it for 5 minutes. You're gonna see that it's gonna turn out just perfect. The dough we want is a dough that is just right. It's not too loose, it's not too hard, and it's kind of rubbery, okay? So I'm gonna mix all the ingredients, put it in the machine, and I'll meet you there. Okay, so we have all of the ingredients in a bowl. We're gonna lock our machine, and we're gonna get this going at a slow speed. Like I said, we're gonna let this go for about 5 minutes. I'm gonna time that also, and then let it rest. Let the gluten open up, or whatever it does, and then we're gonna mix it again for another 5 minutes at the same speed, okay? Now, one thing I want to note is that I didn't use any sugar. Some recipes call for sugar. I think the sugar is just to give the yeast food to use so they can ferment. But guess what? The yeast are going to use the flour, and they're going to do that anyway. So I really didn't add any sugar, all right? So I'm going to run this 5 minutes, let it rest, run another 5 minutes, and I'll meet you back. All righty. So here we are. This was the second round of kneading it, and as you can see, we're ending up with a pretty nice dough here. The texture is really good. So I'm gonna transfer this into my dough proofing box and we'll go from there. So here we are. I've transferred the dough into my little proofing container. And now we're gonna cover this and let it rise for a few hours, okay? And then we'll get back and I'll show you what I do next. Awesome. Alrighty, so here we are. Our dough has gotten almost 3 times the size. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take it out of here and we're gonna work it a little bit. So like I said in the beginning of the video, this is enough dough to make pretty good sized pizzas. You can even do 2 very large ones. So what I'm gonna do is, since we're not gonna eat all of this in one setting, I'm going to splice this maybe into 2 pieces. All right. And we're gonna make 2 big pizzas because we're very hungry right now. All right. And I'm gonna put this back in my proofing tray. And we're gonna work this dough out. So we're gonna take it out there to the cooking area and we're gonna make our pizza, okay? So as I'm getting my pizza oven up to temperature. I wanna get it to up to about 500 because the flour, as we talked about, is a flour that's made for 500 degrees wood burning pizza oven, okay? I have a surprise for everybody. My beautiful wife, who originally taught me how to make pizzas, she's gonna join us in this video. So she's gonna actually make the pizzas for us and we're gonna cook it together, right? As I promised, here's my beautiful wife and she's gonna start making our pizza. And the first question I'm gonna ask her is, what makes your pizza so special?
The love I put into it.
Awesome. So here we go. I'm going to show you the condiments. We have our mozzarella cheese right here. We buy them in a little ball and we cut them into pieces. We got some black olives, basils from my garden, tomatoes from my garden. Here we have Parmesan Romano and Asiago cheese. We're going to make 2 different pizzas today. One is going to be
Neapolitan.
And the other experimental. We're going to use this red pepper paste.
Eggplant and garlic.
Oh yeah, look at that. Eggplant and garlic. Okay. And we have some more shredded Parmesan cheese. And that's how it's going to go, okay? So we're going to let her do her thing and roll out the dough. And then we'll check back to see what it looks like right before we put it in the pizza. Our first pizza is the Neapolitan. So what she's doing right now is adding the olive oil. We're gonna rub the dough with olive oil. You know what I find? I find the uglier the pizza dough, the more delicious it is. So don't try to get that perfect round pizza because guess what? That's like mass produced, okay? Every artist's creation has a flaw in it, okay? And I find that the flaw in a pizza is the shape of the dough. So the uglier the dough, the more delicious the pizza. What's that you're adding there, Jenna?
Fresh basil from the garden.
Yeah, there you go. What are you going to add next? Okay, so we're adding the fresh mozzarella. Next, we're going to add the tomatoes. You can add as many or as little of any of the ingredients as you like. Again, there are no rules. A little bit of shredded
Just to fill in the gaps.
Parmesan cheese to fill in the gaps.
That's mozzarella.
Oh gosh, that looks delicious. And here we have some Parmesan Romano and Asiago. You can use whatever cheeses you like. You know, there's no hard set rules on making pizzas, right? It's one of those diverse foods we can have. So our pizza oven is rocking at about 600 degrees, and we're gonna put the pizza right in there right now. Oh yeah, it's pretty hot. Here we go. And we'll show you what it looks like once it comes out of the... So the actual preparation for the pizza takes a lot longer than the cooking time of it, okay? This fire is so hot right now. It's since I opened the lid, it's getting down to about 500, which is what I want. And what I do is I always take my peel and I try to move my pizza around, all right? There you go. So we don't get one side burned and the other side not cooked, all right? So we'll check back, and the next shot you're gonna see is the pizza out of the oven. All righty, our pizza is ready. And we're gonna get it out of the oven. Look at that beauty. Oh my goodness. Check this out. It's gorgeous. Now, like with every other dish, you have to let it sit, cool down, come together, and then we'll cut it into pieces and enjoy it. So while we're waiting for it to cool down, we're gonna drizzle a little bit more of olive oil on it per chef. Oh yeah. And now we're gonna make our next pizza while this one's cooling down.
You can add some more basil too now. Too.
Oh yeah.
And just let it wilt
You
on
cannot have enough basil, right? That's delicious. Oh my goodness. Alrighty guys, so we're gonna slice up our pizza. Oh my goodness, that looks delicious. We would have let it sit a little bit longer, but this looks so delicious and we're hungry. So we're gonna slice it up and enjoy it. Alrighty, so we'll be back when we make our next pizza, and let chef know what ingredients she's gonna use on that one. All right, I just want to show you guys how beautiful and fluffy the dough on this pizza is, okay? Look at that, that's absolutely gorgeous. So we're gonna enjoy this, and then we're gonna make our next pizza. Okay folks, here are the most important critiques of our food. What do you think, honey? And you cook? Oh yeah, you like it, huh? They get a little bit of the crust, okay? You like it? Oh yeah, you want more? No? Okay. Oh, you come back. All right, so we devoured our first pizza. It was absolutely delicious. And we're making the second one. This one is gonna be, we're gonna use this red pepper eggplant. We get this from Trader Joe's if you have one near you. We're gonna use that as the sauce. And we're just gonna do some cheese and olive. And of course, we're gonna put it in our pizza oven, which is running at about 550 degrees, which is perfect for this flour, okay? Check out this paste. This is the eggplant pepper paste that I was showing you before. I wasn't gonna video this part, but it looks so incredible that I thought I'd do so, all right?
And the brush matches my shirt.
There you go. So here what it looks like right before it goes into the pizza oven. We're just adding a little bit more of the Parmesan Romano and Asiago. All right. Well, you can never go wrong with a lot of cheese, huh? All right. Here's our eggplant pepper pizza. It just came out of the oven. We're gonna let it chill down, and then we're gonna slice it up and eat it. Well, I'm not gonna bother you with cutting it up and eating it part of it. I think you guys have seen enough today. All I wanna say is that be kind to each other, love each other, live, laugh, love, and always stay humble and kind. And of course, eat the pizza you made, all right? Mm-hmm.